Today, at least 3 out of every 100 girls will develop anorexia or bulimia, often in the wake of puberty.
I believe there are these separation, individuation, identity formation problems that are occurring. And I think that that has to do with fears of maturity. I think that development of someone from a child into an adult, the adolescent process, has a glitch somewhere. And that the eating disorder is born out of the struggle to grow up.
It's okay if you're not finished. You can work on it next
But why do some girls develop eating disorders and others don't?
There are a lot of precipitants. You know, it could be the parents get divorced, it could be breakup with a boyfriend, it could be any number of what may seem to be very small stresses to most people, and yet for a particular girl is somehow the straw that broke the camel's back. But you won't have those onsets unless the girl already is vulnerable in some way. So simply because parents divorce doesn't mean now their daughter is going to develop an eating disorder. Those events have to sort of occur in the context of an already existing vulnerability.
Erin's personality made it especially difficult for her to deal with upheavals in her life.
From a biologic standpoint, we're actually finding that people with these disorders actually share some common personality traits, and that is both bulimics and anorexics tend to be people who are kind of obsessively perfectionistic, and they're concerned about doing things right. Things have to be done kind of with symmetry and exactness. And that they tend to be people who are what we call harm avoidant. That is that they worry about the consequences of their behavior. They don't want to do things wrong.
I just like everything to be controlled, just in control, you know. It's kind of like, I don't know. I just like traffic. I hate when people try to cut in you and they're sitting right here and there's traffic like right here and then people are right here because they're trying to get into another lane. I'm like, just keep the lane straight. That's just me. That's just how I am.
Now, when we go back and we start looking at families of people who have eating disorders, we actually see a very high rate of a spectrum of eating disorders in their families. And we see that if, you know, roughly about 7% of the family members have anorexia or bulimia nervosa, and we see roughly maybe another 5 to 7% of family members have a spectrum of eating disorders. They don't have anorexia or bulimia, but they have some variant of eating disorders.